Hi everyone, welcome. Happy, great, beautiful Monday. Nice to have you back here. This is Empowerment Network in case you are joining us for the first time. So Andy and myself want you to join us and let's discuss how with OnPassive everything is unlimited. Welcome, Andy.
Hi everyone. Happy Monday.
Yoo-hoo. So what do you think, Andy? Guys, share your thought in the comment section. Let's see how it goes. So Andy, you first.
Right, okay. Where do I start? Okay, well, I'm starting from the business perspective. So I'm looking at things from the point of view of an affiliate like us and what we can do for ourselves and what the company's going to do. So I'm kind of taking the bull by the horns because I know what's coming. Right, we have one paid product at the moment, one paid product, and that is about to open out into various others. And this one paid product is being perfected. But let me put this into perspective, because the nearest closest rival that has a video conferencing platform creates a profit of around about 138 billion a year. Okay.
Yeah.
Billion a year. All right, with a B. Okay, so if we want 20% of that market, yeah, that's 26 billion. Okay, so and just think about this, guys, for one moment. 26 billion, 50% of that is coming back
to you and myself.
And guys like us. So what do you want? What do you really want? How quickly do you want to get there? We have an unlimited opportunity. Let's say we take 50% of the market. You know, that's 65 billion. What about adding the next product and the next product and the next product? It doesn't take long for it to become $1 trillion company. When you've got products that are far superior to everything else that's on the marketplace, then you've got an opportunity. But the biggest difference with us is the fact that it's value for money. Now, Ash made a very, very good point the other day on 360. He could have charged everybody $100 a month for what we have, 10,000 attendees, where the other one is 6,500 a month. He could have charged us just 100. There are over 1 million customers, but let's take 1 million. Yeah, at $100 a time for 10 months, that's 100 million a month. That's a billion in 10 months. Okay, that's 1 billion, and no one's heard of us yet because we haven't gone out there and gone into the marketplace. That's just 1 million customers. We have a total potential customer base of 5.4 or 5.5 billion customers. And we've only got one product. Yeah, and we haven't really opened it out into the marketplace because we're waiting for the merchant to sort himself out.
Right.
But just think of that this time next year.
Things will never be the same again. So guys, this is very exciting, Andy, because we were talking like that and I'm thinking about some great discussions that happened last week. We had a chat here about AI, you know, and then the old tech guys too, they had some great chat, you know, get to know a bit more about AI. Everybody's going AI. Good number of billions are being poured into AI, you know, to get it up running into the businesses. And what I've managed to learn from these guys is the fact that any other person, you know, they're trying to patch it up. They want to take AI now, you know, and integrate it, like kind of force it into their own systems, you know, just because you can't do today without AI running in your business. And the thing about us, that is where we're trying to let you understand what we mean by everything is unlimited, because with AI, it's going on and on and on and on, like Andy is explaining. You know, Just the fact that one, all of these products of ours, including the ecosystem, everything is built from scratch with artificial intelligence. And that's the one that will do the job for us. Because when you listen to the tech guys, they will let you understand that they don't get tired like you and myself, because we work at some point, we fall into fatigue and we could make mistakes and stuff. They just need to program it, and it's going on and on and on and on. Given the fact too that Mr. Mufare is ethical about everything, everything is regulated and all is working, you know, in the positive direction as to help humankind in every way possible. So there's no limitation indeed. You know, like the people who have even lost it in life, especially given those who tried it, maybe like online and all of those, they invested a lot of money, they sat and watch it go down the drain, you know. But then this is that moment where people can dream again, Andy. People can dream again. People can say, oh, I thought all was lost. But then here is that opportunity to revive me again, to give me a reason to dream, to hope again, because it's all there and it's all done for you. That's the good news. You just need to do what only you can do. Only you have to do it. And the rest is done by the company. That's how I equally look at it from my side, to confirm the fact that it's all unlimited.
Yeah, listen, you're very much like me. We're not technically minded, are we?
No.
And there are an awful lot of things that you have to do. If you're just normal email marketing or affiliate marketing, you have to get to know and understand how to do email marketing, where you can get your traffic from, and the pitfalls and the cost of that are horrendous. I know. I've certainly, over the last 3 or 4 years, I have spent thousands trying to get the marketing right. Now, Marty has been doing it for 20 years. But the beauty of what we have here is that they are going to do the bits that we don't understand how to do.
True.
So this is a win-win. Yeah. But the bits that I do know how to do, I'm going to do myself as well. Yeah. Because as you said, it's a done for you system. They are going to, you know, market and obviously Ash is an expert on marketing and has been doing this for a number of years. So he knows the system, he knows what's what. And it's not things like solo ads or Facebook ads or Google ads, you know, or pay-per-click, all of this. It's specific targeted traffic. So it's totally different. Now, again, from our point of view, we're total beginners. If we try to do that, it's just going to cost us hundreds and hundreds of thousands to get to that level. But that's done. That's done. They created the products. They've created this platform for us, and all these products are being put on that platform. They're then marketing them out to others that are looking for these products, which are value for money and cost effective. Yeah, and are far superior to what's available. So if you went to a company and said you use X at the moment, why don't you take a look at this and see if it's a better option for you? Try it out, test it for 14 days, try it out. If you like it, you can switch across, no problem. Now that's not exactly selling, is it?
No, not at all.
What it's done is it simply said, we've got something that you might like to have a look at, because at the moment you spend probably a fortune on what you do have. Why don't you have a look at something that's better and a fraction of the cost? Not hard. Yeah. So and that's one product. So now we're going to add all of these other bits and pieces and other products coming in and coming in and coming in. Now that is one income stream from one product. So all of a sudden we're going to start to build our shop and put more and more in that shop as time goes on. So OnPassive is creating all of these other products. And the only reason I think why a lot of this stuff hasn't been released yet is for obvious reasons. If you can't take money in because the merchant has created a bit of a block, and you can't take money in or pay money out, what's the point in taking on millions of extra customers until that's dealt with? So, and that is being dealt with as we speak. So hopefully by the end of the month, we will be in a position where we'll start to see more and more customers coming in. And As I said, there's 5.4 billion potential customers today, and next year there'll be another 200 million as people start to use the internet. So it's ever expanding. But one of the points I'd like to kind of put in is what a lot of people don't understand, and we covered this a little bit last night with some of the OTech pros, which I found very interesting. Collins was explaining to us that if you start from scratch today to build a product with AI technology, for good, I hasten to add, which is what we're doing, then you are 5 years behind. Right? You start today, you're 5 years behind.
Exactly.
So you go, okay, so what, having got to this point that we've got to, that OnPassive has got to, where will we be in 5 years' time? You know, this is another way of looking at the unlimited side of things, because the problem that you've got is the vast majority of products that are out in the marketplace today are not induced by AI, and they have to start again. You can't just bolt it on. It doesn't work that way. And again, I love the analogy of that Collins uses, where some of the other products, you could class them as a two-story house. And they've got the foundations for a two-story house. Now they're trying to build a skyscraper on that two-story house. It doesn't work. It can only get to have so many different add-ons before it all collapses like a house of cards. Whereas what OnPassive has been able to do and achieve, is create a platform or a base that is considerably broader and deeper, where the skyscraper could potentially reach the moon. Yeah. So and this is phenomenal. So every other company that has a product at the moment thinks great. Now ours are starting to be induced with AI, whereas theirs aren't. You can't just add it in, as we said. You've got to start from scratch. So they're 5 years behind.
Exactly. You know, like I said again, there's been a lot of discussion, even right to Sunday when we continued with Collins and the rest. It's so sweet discussions. Like Red joined them on Saturday. You know, he brought to this clear picture of people who are trying to integrate AI now into their businesses. They are just like in the medical field, where somebody comes with a kidney failure and stuff like that. They get a kidney from outside there. They put it, they implant it in there, and my system rejects it because it's not my kidney. That's what happens now. That's what's happening to businesses now. But then where are we? We are original, because just like you who has your, guys, I'm not, it's just an example. It's like not to hurt anybody at all. But then we're just trying to make it a bit clearer, to prove, not to prove, but then to tell you what we mean by we are unlimited, you know. Because while they're struggling, you know, you put that new foreign body part in there, the system rejects it. You're like, oops, you know, so you need to do something again, work hard, run around to do stuff. But that person who is whole, because they started it all from scratch, they're just moving on smoothly and going on and on and on and on, because they don't have any issue. And so one of the things too, Andy, where we are, you know, unmatched in any form, is the fact that we have, I think, if not one of the most sophisticated data centers and stuff, and they're spotted here and there around the world, such that there is backup here and there, as our guys explain. If there's a quick failure here, there'll be a backup from the nearest one and stuff, and things just move. There's continuity, no downtime, because the word that a businessman would not want to ever hear is downtime. Just 5 minutes downtime is a lot of money lost. Business people do not want that kind of a thing. But in OnPassive, the continuity is guaranteed, because they have sophisticated data centers here and there, you know, so that if it fails, they have the hybrid ones. If it fails, whether because of natural disaster and so on, the other system somehow will just pick up and cover up, and things are just moving like nothing happened. So how do you not term yourself as being unlimited? Because yes, there it is. We have everything we need, and that's how it's going. So what do we do? That's it.
Yeah, I'd like to cover the data centers, because I think that's a massive point. there are currently a very small number of companies that have data centers, yeah, that run data centers, and we've all heard of Amazon Web Services, which is probably one of the largest. 80% of their revenue that comes into their company is from their databases. We also know that what Ash has been building is the world's largest data center, which allows OnPassive to host the entire internet if we wish to do so. On top of that, the cost is considerably more cost effective than it is through a monopoly. So again, let me give you an example, because I think this was mentioned some while ago. Walmart are currently charged somewhere in the region of 30 million a year to host their various websites, etc., and keep all the data. And we could, with the latest technology that we're using within the data centers, the very latest laser technology, we could host everything instead of the 30 million a year, probably for 5. But out of that, we could make 50% of that as profit. So that's 2.5. Now there's a big disparity between those amounts. Why is that? Well, it's there because these companies have monopolized the system. Monopolized not only the products that are available out there. Look at Facebook. You know, at the end of the day, you tell them somebody's using my account and using my picture, and Facebook turn around and say, well, actually, they're not breaching any rules and regulations. Well, who do I know if I'm talking to the right person? That's not right. So the data center side of things, again, is going to be an additional revenue for us coming for customers coming on board. And as soon as companies realize that they're going to be able to move their hosting from one company that's charging a fortune to another company that's going to give them value for money, and as you quite rightly pointed out, no downturn or downtime whatsoever, it becomes a no-brainer.
Indeed.
And these, again, guys, this is just 2 products out of a long list and line of extras that are coming.
Exactly. And you know, that is it. It's just the list is unlimited because this company, actually everything about us is unlimited. You know what we are doing. If you join this company, you see the vision, you steal it and run away with it like some of us are doing, then you are ready for business, you're ready for prime time, you're ready for freedom, you know. And so you don't need to do anything like we said earlier on. But we have all got, I think there's no particular human being who has not got this passion, you know, that thing they really want to do. If you think that even though I'm making enough, I still want to do that thing because it makes me feel happy, it makes my quality of life better and stuff, I will help you get it out there. You know, just bring it in, whatever you want to do, whether it's business, whether it's craft, whether it's education, anything at all that you really do love doing, bring it in, you know, and I will say, this is how I'm going to help you to take it out there and put it in front of the eyeballs of people who need it. That's just it. And so nobody is left behind in any form because they have all the tools that they need to get all of these things going and going really well. And of course, just watching everybody being happy, I think that's Ash's passion. I think so, because that's how I think about this point, Andy.
I think you're right. I mean, Ash is unlike any other CEO certainly I've ever met, and believe me when I tell you I've met an awful lot, because in my business we had to. You've got a man who has really no interest in money whatsoever, and that's incredible. What he wants to do is to ensure that everybody, or 97% of those that worked online in the past, never made a dime. The gurus, the top guys, always were the ones that walking across the stage picking up the checks. And what Ash is trying to achieve is to ensure that the 97% of us that have failed in the past will never do so again. And that, for me, is extremely exciting.
Sure, that's priceless, Andy. When you talk about those who not making anything in the schemes and stuff, I always like to mention my best friend Fumi, because she was a victim once. For the first time in her life, she made sales of about 800 and something pounds, and she was just like, I can't just wait. And so at the end of the month, she finds, I think, 13 pounds in her in her wallet, because the thing, it melts down before it starts from the pyramid, before it gets down here, and it's finished, and you're left with 13 pounds. How hard
Yeah.
we worked to make 800. But that's not the case with OnPassive. They don't have anything like that. Everybody is the same. Everybody's on the same platform, and we are all paid the same. When you make a sale, you are paid 100% for the first time, your money back, and the following products, you are paid 25%. It happens to everybody. You don't share your profit with anybody because they brought you into this business or stuff like that. I hope I'm right here, Andy.
Yeah, and it's not a multi-level marketing scenario, so that it doesn't filter down or filter up, I should say. If you don't make a sale, for instance, you lose any commission. It doesn't work like that at all. You're an affiliate. It's an affiliate marketing business. So I make a sale, I'm going to get a commission for it. And as my customer base grows, because either the company does all the work for me or I decide to do some additional work, as that group grows, there is a or will be, I'm sure, a small bonus from the group size of things. But you know, 25% of the payment that a customer is making for the products that they pay is pretty good, especially when you think the first customer that takes that product, you get 100% of what they pay back. So fantastic.
Guys, we're just happy. We just thought that we have this quick chat and keep it going. Like Collins would say, stay close. You know, let's just stay tuned. Let's get ready for the best shapes of our lives. Ash and his team are doing their best, as we know, to make it happen for us. And we are just looking at the time, because anytime it can happen. It could be now, it could be next time, but then it's imminent. So we love you guys. Thank you. Remember to subscribe in our channels if you have not yet done so. And of course, share, and see you back tomorrow. Thank you, Andy.